this morning to tell you a wonderful success story born out of a little small village in Westmeath. If we can get our technology going now, yeah. So 25 years ago this year, 1991, this man here over to my left, Kenneth Green, founded the Green Farm Foods. And it started off as a small little business in a little small shed that his father gave him at the back of the family farm, and it started off as basically a wholesale poultry business. In 1996, the Green Farm got the first retail listing with Musgraves, and Kenneth has to this day got that order framed in his office. Following on from there, we got a number of retail listings over the years that included all the major retailers in Ireland and also into the UK. And in the last week, we got our first order into Denmark. So the company has grown significantly over a relatively short period of time, and today we turn over just about €30 million. Back in 2011, Kenneth's innovation and his ability to see things before anybody else sees them in the market, he made the decision to take out all additives out of processed products. So they're effectively entirely natural, 100% ingredients. And we'll talk a little bit more about the products later on. Last year we relaunched the brand, so we did a new brand, new image, and in addition to that we made it easy open and easy reclose. Again, thinking about population, aging populations, and also the convenience that many of these consumers require every day. We're now the number one in the Irish market for cooked poultry and for beef. And last year, I suppose, again, I joined the company a year and a half ago, having come from a large international company. Mary's talk before this and Lorna earlier on this morning very much mirrors the work that I've been doing in Green Farm Foods over the last 18 months. When a small rural business grows very fast, that in itself brings its own issues, particularly around the area of people development and innovation. And I suppose the ideas will always be there, but it's execution of those ideas and making them work. We re-thought about what the vision, mission and values of the company were last year, and in thinking about those, the one thing that Kenneth was adamant was left in the mission was that he wants to make a positive difference to the diet of our consumers. And our products are all about health, they're all about nature, and they're all about meeting the needs of a consumer who they are discerning, they want healthy products, but they also want convenience. So typically our customers are time-pressed working mothers like myself and young professionals, working families in Ireland and the UK. So the need is for wholesome, nutritious, easy and delicious meals and snacks. So typically there are ranges of products, so pre-packed, sliced and also torn products. And we have a lot of products, we've about 8 different products in the innovation funnel at the moment, so over the next 3 to 6 months we'll see a lot more launches added to that and getting us into different areas as well as those consumer goods. About the company, you just mentioned earlier that we're based in Rathlone, just about 50 miles west of Dublin. Very accessible to our markets and we have good routes to market. Our team largely consists of passionate people, and I'm very much pro developing people from within the company. Making them, identify with them and making them understand the value that they bring to the company and how they can harness that and develop teams around themselves. Trust and excellence is placed at the centre of everything we do. We place a very high value in engaging with our team and understanding what the issues are, because they're doing the jobs every day, they understand what the issues are and they have the solutions, and we need to exploit that and explore that and make sure that they themselves are being recognised for the value that they bring to the business. So we're a specialist roaster, everything is roasted on site in our state-of-the-art facilities, and we've added to these facilities year in, year out, this continuous investment. So the year before last we opened a €6 million expansion that is now being filled, so we're now looking at doing a further expansion in excess of that. Last year in 2015 our Managing Director Kenneth, the founder of the business, was nominated by Ernst & Young for the Entrepreneur of the Year, so he was a finalist in that, and we all had a very nice night as how it turned out here in the City West. Certainly enjoy that. Our green agenda. So again, we are a very modern facility. When Kenneth sets his mind to do anything, it's done to the nth degree. So there's everything in the plant, it's the best of everything goes into it. We are in an area of special preservation. So part of our agenda going forward is to build and enhance on the work we have done in sustainable production. Some of the things that we've done to date is that we've upgraded our refrigeration systems. We have built a wetlands, which is an integrated wastewater treatment plant, which has given us additional capacity, and the intention for that is over a period of time to make it a local amenity. so a destination for people to go and watch the wildlife or take nature walks. We've also, where possible, we're using renewable energy sources and we have smart metering across the plant. But we would recognise as a company there's a lot more that we need to do in this area, and we've put a dedicated resource to work on this. In terms of the product benefits, essentially, our products are 100% natural. They're low in fat, they're high in protein. We have no added sugar, which is very topical at the moment. Everybody's watching their sugar intake. It's a great source of natural protein. So again, we're not enhancing it or adding protein in it. Chicken, turkey, beef, they're all natural sources of protein. It's 100% breast meat in our pre-packed sliced meats and torn. We have no artificial flavours, MSGs, preservatives, nitrates, nitrites, phosphates. None of these exist in any of our products. And in the last year, we've gone gluten-free and also dairy-free. So effectively, all the products are allergen-free. And that has been a business decision that we have taken. We have some customers that we pack for at the moment, and we're working with them to take allergens out of their products. So we would see ourselves as a USP for Green Farm going forward, that we are an allergen-free site. Okay, our belief in our team, and I was very interested to listen to Mary and indeed Lorna earlier talk about the area of transformational change and leadership. And like I said, that's what that's my main function and role as operations manager at Green Farm Foods. It's not to bring the solutions, but it's to get the solutions out of the people that are there. We have great employees, and most of the real winners or the real leaders that have come through over the last 18 months are people that have been with the company for many, many years, and because the business has been growing at such a rapid rate, they haven't maybe developed as they could have done or should have done in the business. So again, we were talking earlier, Mary mentioned about one-to-ones and investing in people and setting out expectations, work plans, KPIs, all of that. That's the work that we've introduced, and we have seen great benefits out of it, both for the business but also in terms of people development. And Orla will talk a little bit more about examples of people who have come through the system in that process. Also, we're strong believers in training, so whether they're external or internal courses, Green Farm continues to invest and fund training for our employees where we see potential in them to grow. We believe in our employees' abilities, and we always strive to recruit internally, but where we can, but also to mix that with external recruitment, particularly in the area of sales and also graduates. It's important to have a mix of knowledge and practical experience. Where I would see the company at this moment is that we've come a long way. It's gone from being a small company, it's a well-funded, medium-sized business. We get a lot of support from Board B and Enterprise Ireland. We have a strong customer base, or effectively across all the retailers that you would be familiar with in Ireland. We've established growth in the UK, 25% of our sales are exports. What we need now is to drive that business forward, and our 3-year plan is to double its size over the next 3 years to go from 30 to 60 million business. Predominantly, myself and Orla are here today. In particular, we're actually looking for sales managers and business developers into the UK. So on that note, I'll just pass you over to Orla. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, my name is Orla Concannon and I'm in Human Resources. So as Deirdre said, we've invested a lot in our employees, and a lot of them will have started with us from the start in our company. 5 supervisors who work on our factory floor would have started off on a minimum wage job in our business and worked their way up, and we're big believers in training and developing those people through the ranks to assistant team leaders, and moving on to supervisors. So we will always recruit internally where we can for any position that becomes available. One of the people who's one of our biggest success stories of our employees in our company is Pat Howley. He's the technical manager of Green Farm Foods. He would have joined us in 2006 as a production supervisor. So he worked in the packing area of our business when he started out. He worked across lots of different departments, and his knowledge and attention to detail made considerable process improvements. Pat has always been very good with systems as well. He would have come from a background of systems as well before he came to us. And in 2012 he moved into the high risk area of our factory. So that would be the area of our factory that would have the most staff reporting to one director. So he would have had over 40 direct reports that he was responsible for. His skills expanded with the introduction of our stock control system, which is MEDEX, which led him to go into the systems element of it, where he was strong in 2014, and he developed his potential. And when Deirdre would have come to the business as well last year, she would have seen enormous potential in Pat. And the position of technical manager became available in 2015, and for her he was the perfect candidate. So he was put into that position, and he leads our technical department at the moment. He has a technical assistant, Lydia, and he has a technical team around him also. And his development is supported, and we are supporting Pat by participating in a 2-year part-time diploma in food sciences and technology down in Cork in UCC. So if we see potential in our employees, we are willing, more than willing, happy to invest in their future. This year we're actually 25 years in business, and interestingly, a few people have come this morning over to us to say that, are we a relatively new company? So we rebranded last year actually in the summer, but we're actually 25 years in business. So brand promotion is a big thing for us as well, because we do have a good story to tell. Our products are fantastic. So to mark that this year, we're having a celebration. It's in Multifarnham. It's a tiny, beautiful little village in the centre of Ireland, where we're having a 5k fun run and a charity cycle. We're trying to raise money, so Kenneth Green wants to give back, I suppose, as well, after 25 years in business. So we are supporting 3 charities: Aware, the North West Meath Hospice, and Sightsavers International. They're the 3 chosen charities. So we hope to raise as much possible funds as we can for them, and if anybody is around and would like to come down and join us, we'd be absolutely delighted to have support from anywhere for anybody. Current opportunities then. So the main reason that we're here today is to recruit in, and like Deirdre said, we do have vacancies for our expansion plans into the UK and Europe, but we also have other roles available, and we'll have more opportunities coming in 2016. So some of the roles we have are supply chain manager, health and safety manager, financial controller, assistant cost accountant, and there's 3 sales roles, and also our electrical maintenance technician that we're looking for. So there's some of the roles that we have that we are available currently, and due to our expansion mainly is the reason those roles are available, and they're new roles to the business. There will be more opportunities in 2016, so if anybody is interested in forwarding your details, we are over at stand number 211, which is just around the corner here on this floor. You can log on to our website at www.greenfarmfoods.com, or you can email myself, Orla Concannon, and that's my email address. It's hr@greenfarmfoods.com. So if anybody's interested in talking to us about the company or about any future opportunities, we're just around the corner today, or feel free to give me a call or send me an email at any time. Thank you.
Now, any questions for Deirdre or Orla? Yes, the gentleman again. Seamus, isn't it? Yes. Thank you, Seamus. Everybody knows his flock. Yes, and a bit louder if you don't mind, yeah?
Just wondering, what have your challenges been growing? You've also had significant growth over the last few years. What have been your biggest challenges associated with that?
Biggest challenges to growth?
I think our single biggest challenge that we all recognise has been people, just getting people and developing those people. And I think, I suppose over the last 18 months, having recognised that, I specifically come in from a larger corporation to bring structure and system and framework around people development. And I think we're seeing huge benefits of that in the business, both in terms of the financial side and also in terms of the future and the resourcing of the company going forward. Well, that is the single biggest challenge. By and large, we have a very good product. The product sells itself. We have a very good customer base. They are very loyal. They come back to us. They list our new innovations. So that end of it is quite good. It's getting the people that have the drive and the initiative. And typically, I've always worked in the food industry. The food industry is a tough industry to work in. Even from the factory floor, where they tend to be cold, wet, damp environments, the hours tend to be long. The rewards are enormous in the food industry. The ability to affect change and quickly affect change in the food industry is huge as well, particularly if you're like me, you've come from a large institution and you're working with a smaller team. So the rewards are enormous, but it is a tough industry. And getting people that are going to apply themselves to that and work and get the rewards and the benefits from that. And I suppose the challenge on all of us who work in the food industry is to lead that way and explain and set it out to people that the rewards are there. It takes time, but they do come.
Yes, another question?
Yeah, sorry, my name is Claire Hurley. I'm with NUI Galway and also the Western Region Skills Forum. And I'm interested in terms of what support have you received from education providers like the likes of universities, IT, SkillsNet, enterprise training boards in both the recruitment and the development of your staff. So, to what extent do you work with them?
Well, we actually work quite closely with University College Dublin. We are attending their own recruitment fair in February to bring graduates into the company, and they also support us in other ways, with sensory analysis. We've been in talks with them. It's quite new at the moment in dealing with them, so there are some things coming down the line with UCD. We also would deal with SkillsNet. We've been speaking to SkillsNet also about giving support with some IMI courses to develop some of our management team. Some of our management team have already completed IMI courses with SkillsNet, and we're looking to bring that further with SkillsNet.
Just if I could say on the MPG side, we work with a company called Optimize. They're based down in Cork. So what we try to do, rather than sort of randomly choose courses or put people on IMI or whatever it is, that we, through the one-to-one and the employee appraisal system, we identify the core needs, the development needs of those people, and try and align ourselves with suitable resources to that then. Orla's quite right, we are working a lot with UCD at the moment, and our intention there would be through the third year placement to retain that student as our ambassador and as our link with the university into fourth year project, so that they're taking our link to develop R&D with universities. So a lot of this is very much on a pilot scale. We're treading new water as a company in doing this, but we're certainly open to talk to or discuss any possible opportunities that people have in terms of offering on training or upskilling.